Hey, welcome to another Wintertime Cook Series. As you can see, winter's returned for the time being. We got about 3 or 4 inches of snow overnight, and it made for a pretty morning here. We're going to be cooking today with a different method, and it's something I've never used before, and maybe you have, and maybe you haven't either. But we're going to try it out today and see how it does. So that's coming up next. Well, welcome back. Today we're going to be cooking with something I've never cooked with before, and that is sterno heat. So we're going to be trying this out today, and I have a little sterno stove frame here. Now this I've had since I was a teenager, a real young teenager. I used to have a little cabin there at the end of my driveway when I lived at home. And I believe I bought this at a yard sale, and I've never opened it till just the other day just to see how to set it up. And it's in my favorite color, orange. All right, so the price tag on this thing is just a sticker on here that people write on. And like I said, I think this came from a yard sale, and they had it marked at $8.75. And then they had it marked down to $1.98. And then there's a piece of Scotch tape there with 50 cents. And I think that's what I bought it for, was 50 cents. All right, so we're gonna get this put together here and see how it does cooking a meal here. It's a blustery day here. It's breezy and windy. The snow keeps falling from the trees, and it's 27 degrees. All right, so I did open this up for the first time the other day just to see how this goes together. Pretty simple. All right, so there it is. Here's our Sterno stove. And the little cans of heat go in here on the shelves. And it's a double burner. All right, we're gonna get our cans of heat opened up here and get this thing fired up. So you buy these, they come in a pack of 2. A lot of the people in the food industry, like wedding receptions and parties, they'll use these canned heat here to keep the food warm. I'm hoping we get enough heat out of here to actually do some cooking on it. All right, we probably picked the worst day to try this system here out with as cold as it is. But we're gonna try it here. It looks like it's a bunch of gel, kind of like a gel wax in there. Green slime. Well, we'll light it up and see what happens here. Now you can hear it sizzling there. I think it's going to get going here. And we are going to get both of them going here because we're going to run our percolator on the other one. All right, so we'll slide these in under here. My stove kind of concaved in there. And I'm thinking at one time these Sterno cans were probably the same way underneath, but these ones here are flat bottom, so they kind of want to slide on me here when I set them in there. It's hard to keep them centered. So that's probably something Sterno changed over the years. There's some pretty decent heat coming off of them. All right, so I went to my local butcher shop yesterday and picked myself up a nice New York strip steak here. Oh yeah, So that's what we're having for lunch today. That's right, for lunch. Nice New York strip. Steak and eggs. Oh yeah. Kinder's. This is brown sugar with wood-fired garlic. Well, you know how it is. You always forget something. And I like to cook my steak in butter, real butter. And I forgot it. Luckily, I have my olive oil here. So we're going to have to do with that. It's not going to be as good, I know. All right, I think this is going to be a slow process. So I'm not sure how much these things are meant for cooking rather than just keeping food nice and warm. But we're going to do it here. So I preheated that for a little while, and we're going to put our steak in here and see if we can't get her cooked up here. So I cut this steak in half just to make it easier to fit in the skillet here. Still burning. You just don't get a lot of BTUs out of it. All right, while we're slowly waiting for our food to cook, and I mean slowly, I'm going to be froze before it's done. I got my little fire kit here, just an Altoids tin, and what I wanted to do is just like a little pop-up giveaway here. In my last video, my Winter Cook Series number 5, the Overnighter, where I camped out, I had a little clip in there with a Bigfoot and just a little Bigfoot sign on a tree next to the river there. The first one who comments and gives me the timestamp of that Bigfoot shot there is I'm going to send you a little package here. It'll have a Fresnel lens, and also I'm going to put in there a keychain ferro rod and a channel sticker. Now all you got to do is give me the timestamp. It doesn't have to be exact, just the minute. Say it's 6 minute 25-second mark, just put 6 minutes. And the first one who gives me the correct timestamp, I'll send this out to you. I'll get you to email me your address, and we'll get this sent out. And I'm going to do several of these throughout the next few videos. I'll have some sort of clip that you'll have to refer back to and give me the timestamp on. All right, just something fun I thought would be neat to do. And yeah, go back in that video and look for the Bigfoot. Give me the timestamp. And the first one that does, I'll send you this out. All right, thanks. Well, we've been on here for quite a while. Almost a half hour, I bet. My steak's slowly cooking. And we got a snow squall here and everything's getting covered with snow, but I just started getting a little bit of a perk action on the coffee pot there. So that's looking up. All right, we got some good smells coming off of there. Perked coffee smelling good. Steak starting to cook a little bit more. I don't want to flip them too soon. I like to cook it for as long as I want to on one side and then flip it and finish it off on the other. I don't like to just keep flipping them back and forth, so. So you can see how low of a heat that is. I put my eggs in there and they're taking a long while to even whiten up. So I'm actually surprised it brought that percolator to a boil. A little bit of salt. Well, I'm just going to have a little shot of coffee here to help warm myself up here a little bit. All right, a little sip of coffee to warm me up. On a nice return to winter day. If I can just get them eggs cooked up, I'm ready to eat. All right, I'm gonna pull my steaks off here just temporarily here so I can get them eggs towards the middle there so they can cook up a little better. All right, I somewhat scrambled our eggs up here, kind of a rough scramble, so they cook better, which will be all right with me. Just a little bit more and I'm ready. All right, well, there's our steak and eggs on this cold winter day. Let's see how it tastes. Get a little bite of eggs here. Hey, not bad at all. Not bad at all. When you're out in the woods and you're cold, pretty much anything tastes good. Not bad at all. Yeah, this cooked through pretty good. Probably because it was slow cooked. I thought it was going to be more on the rare side, but that's not the case. It's actually cooked a little more than I like it. Just can't make me happy. Good and tender though, I tell you that. Very good. And blustery. Yeah, it took a while, probably. Took a while to cook this meal up. I bet you I probably worked at it hour and a half, I bet. So, cooking with sterno in the wintertime, probably not a good idea. Even the summertime. It's just a slow process. More meant to keep food warmed up, keep it good and hot. But as you can see, it still gets the job done. All right, I'm gonna finish this meal here and get moving and get warmed up. All right, hey, thanks for watching the Wintertime Cook Series. And we'll see what we get into next week. Keep your eye on them little clips. There might be something different next time. And we'll do those little giveaways like this. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Thanks. Catch you later.